Join us on the show, the latest Big Brother evictee. Give it up for Matty, everyone! Matty, talk to us about the last 24 hours, a roller coaster, right?
It's been a complete whirlwind since I left this house. Yeah, I can't believe it. Have not even really had contact with the outside world yet. I've not walked down the street yet, so I think the worst is still to come, to be honest.
Oh no, Matt, you were lovely there. I don't think anyone hates you. You're lovely. But let's talk about that eviction. Shocking. There was rumors that you'd left online because people watching the live stream, and watching it was savage.
Oh, it was complete iconic, right?
It was iconic, and I think it was savage that they made Yinrun read the letter out.
And well, I made Yinrun read the letter out.
Oh.
I chose her, so I put her in that position, and I just thought, I watched back the episode, and I just thought it was hilarious, how all the dominoes fell, and that she was the one reading out the letter. So poor Yinrun.
Was there a moment that you twigged in the letter because it said, "I've been watching you sleeping"? Did you think, what family member or person do I know is watching me sleep?
Well, I really wouldn't be surprised if my mum was watching me sleeping, or my boyfriend, and it turns out they were consuming 5 hours of Big Brother content every day. But the letter was so vague that I honestly thought, if my mum and boyfriend have wrote this letter and have made it that vague, I'm going to have some stern words with them. So when it turns out it was from Big Brother, I actually was like, fair enough. And I'll take that. I'll take it.
Well, at one point when it said, "I've been watching you," I thought, hold on, is this written by Phil Collins? What's going on?
Listen, we need to chat about your relationships with people in the house. You got on very well with Yinrun. Talk to me about your relationship, because it's really wholesome.
Yeah, she's my little song-making partner. We do drive the entire house crazy with our stupid songs, but she sees the world like I see the world, in this childlike, optimistic way, full of curiosity, and that's why I love her so much, and I'm so happy she's my friend.
I don't know if you saw any of the memes yet, Matty, but people were referring you and Yinrun to John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Oh my God, which one's Yoko Ono? I hope I'm Yoko Ono. I've not seen the memes yet, but I've got that all to come.
Oh, well, there's one meme that we need you to look at. It's Bald Kerry. And if anyone... This is gay Twitter, Matty. And people have decided that Kerry looks a lot like Paddy Dingle. So have compared Kerry with no hair to Paddy Dingle. This is what's been going on while you've been in that house.
Oh my God. Well, I wish I could stay in the house because I don't want to even see that photo because it'll scar me for life, I'm sure.
No, it's hilarious, honestly, I promise you.
She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
Talking more about relationships in the house, you your nominations, every single time there was one person you always nominated, and it was Olivia. What was your problem with Olivia from day dot?
As soon as I met her on the first day, I was like, she is not the girl for me. I think the first conversation we had was on launch night when everyone's getting to know each other and be friends. She was like, there's someone in this house that I'm not going to be able to get along with. And I was like, okay. And she said it again, there's someone I'm not going to get along with. And she was expecting me to go who, tell me who. And I just thought this girl is trouble. And then when she did that secret challenge where she went bonkers up the wall, I still think that was just her personality. So we just did not click from day dot. But as we actually got on in the show, and we did the button task where I ended up telling her I nominated her, expecting she nominated me, that was the first time we were able to actually start afresh with our friendship, and I realized we're more similar than I would care to think.
I mean, what we saw was you being quite unbothered by a lot of the drama in the house, and I think that was quite to the annoyance and detriment of the garden gang, which we need to talk about. Was the divide as real as it played out on screen?
It was real, but there was actually a lot of crossover. So me and Chanel shared a bed for 5 weeks. We were so close. Olivia and Yinrun were super close. They did workouts every day. Tom and Henry and Tom and me were very close. So there was crossover between the garden group and our group, but the divide you could feel in the house. We like to say that, it was so artificially produced, but it wasn't. We were the ones who were orchestrating the divide.
It did feel very like I don't want to call them mean girls, but that's how people were referring them to as. And in fact, like lunch tables at school, it was like they're on one lunch table, they're on one lunch table, and it just seemed like, especially in the last few weeks, before all these evictions this week, it seemed very separated, and it did come to boiling point with some of the arguments. Now, obviously, you weren't part of those massive kind of arguments. How did it feel like watching from the sidelines and seeing like Trish and Dylan and Trish and Paul? What was that like for you as a housemate?
It was hard to watch because Trish was probably the person I was the closest to in the house. Like I love Trish so much. I really loved for who she is as a person, and she really impacted my experience in the house so positively. So when I saw her in such difficult, contentious arguments that were turning into more like slagging match, it did make me feel uncomfortable, I guess, because I don't really like the drama. It is like fun for all of 2 minutes, but then it just goes on, and I just don't care for it, to be honest.
Well, there's no escape in the Big Brother house, is there? No escape. And there is no escape from the triangle that we've witnessed play out, which I'm sure you've had loads of questions about. What have you managed to catch anything back of the show in your 24 hours from leaving?
A few clips, but mostly just what people have told me, to be honest. I got to see a few clips in the Late and Live last night, like when Jordan chased me down the corridor and like fell over, and yeah.
Well, I've got my theories on this, and I don't know if you want to hear them or not, but I'm going to tell you. I think Jordan really liked you, but didn't want to get involved in a throuple kind of situation with you and your boyfriend, and I don't think he really agreed with the open relationship that you spoke about. And I just think, because especially in the first few weeks, he was like fighting between talking to you or talking to Henry. And I just thought at the end, he had a few wines and he was like, Henry, come here, I need a snog.
Yeah, of course. And I don't blame him. Like when you have had a few wines, you want to snog, like fair enough. But like you said a few things in there, like I do think, yeah, he did like me, but there was no ever option for him to get involved in a throuple because like that was never on the table. And also like me and my boyfriend aren't in a polyamorous relationship anyway. And it's also interesting that you commented like that he was maybe, did you say judgmental about like the open relationship? Or well, I thought that possibly, interestingly enough, like I thought that people who were straight or people who don't actually have much experience with their own like selves being in open relationships or have friends would find it harder to comprehend. But I actually felt like a lot of openness when talking about it to other people. But I did actually feel the most judged from Jordan, which was strange because he is part of the same like the community that I'm part of.
Do you think it possibly came from a place of insecurity and, like you're saying, not kind of knowing or not being in a circle where it might be as open as you are?
Yeah, and like I think that's definitely right. And you can see that he even says himself like he's not involved in circles who are open, like him and his friends, like they don't do any physical touch. They wouldn't tell each other nice things about each other. It's very at a distance. And the way I live my life with my friendships are very close and words of affirmation and all this sort of stuff. So maybe it was, maybe it was that.
So would you have jumped in the hot tub and had a snog with Jordan?
No.
Conclusive answer.
Look, Danny Beard was on Late and Live the other night and he referred that hot tub snog to Tory soup. So
oh my god, Danny Beard was not on Late and Live, was
yeah, he was, yeah.
Oh my god, Danny Beard knows who I am. That's crazy.
Yeah, Danny Beard is a massive Big Brother fan. There's an actual campaign to try and get Danny Beard on Celebrity Big Brother next year. So
well, I'm involved. I'm glad I wasn't involved in any Tory soup, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really glad I wasn't involved in that.
Oh, brilliant. Right, I need to ask, who do you think is going to win Big Brother and who do you want to win?
I want Yinran to win. She is, like you see on the TV, all these new accusations of like being a game player are just completely fabricated. Like she is just herself through and through. Actually, I'm surprised I'm saying this, but possibly I would want Olivia to win as well, even though I nominate every week because the character arc is just arcing, you know, like, so go her.
Honestly, if we could have her character arc as a graph, it would be like this.
Oh my god, it would honestly cause an early death, her character arc. But who I think is going to win, I think Jordan will win.
Ooh.
Yeah, Jordan in the last few days, especially, and I think Was it yesterday's episode with the giving Henry the dog? I think that really like pumped people up.
And
to kind of
his
vote for him.
like humor, his dry humor is second to none. Like some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth is actually unbelievable. So I think he will win.
And looking forward to tonight. It's the final. It's the rap party. Are you looking forward to having a prosecco and a giggle with later?
Who am I looking forward to?
We're not going, unfortunately, so you can't say us.
Yeah.
Your invite got lost in the post, I'm sure.
It did.
Yin, I want to see Yin run. I want to see Chanel, Paul. I want to see. Yeah, I'm looking forward for all of them, to be honest. Because you're not allowed to get drunk in the house at all. You're like really confined to drinking like 2 cans a night. And like we try and find ways to try and mix drinks and get as drunk as possible, but really they're super strict on it and we never even get tipsy. So tonight will be wild, I'll just say that.
What was Jordan's excuse for the hot tub then if you can't get tipsy?
Oh, that was him just being him. There was no tipsy involved
fair
in that,
enough.
I'll tell you.
Well, look, Jordan, Jenkin was really stressed about the rap party because he only had a few days to prepare. Have you got an outfit sorted?
No, I've not got anything sorted. I've been wearing the same 5 outfits in that house for 6 weeks. Don't really have many clothes anyway. But I need to go into town and get a haircut. Like this hair is out of hand now. Like I've never had it this long at all. And
look, just don't show him a picture of bald Kerry, whatever you do.
Oh no, that'll probably wig me off. Like I don't want to go down that route, guys.
Matty, you've been a wonderful housemate. Thank you so much for joining us.
Cheers, Matty. Give it up for Matty, everyone.